Let's solve the last part of this question over here. What grazing fee per steer would result in the socially optimal number of steers? Now, what's the intuition here? If the residents have to send these animals on the commons individually, we would like for them to send no more than 2 steers. Why is that? Because in the previous video we saw that the social optimal level of steers is gonna be 2. So how can we make the individuals, when making the decision by themselves, to not send more than 2 steers? Well, for that we have to increase their opportunity cost, because this grazing fee is going to increase their opportunity cost. Because remember, how do they make the decision? They make the decision when considering the price of the steer that they would get versus the opportunity cost. And at the moment the opportunity cost is $1,110. So we want to increase the opportunity cost so that it makes it less attractive for the people to invest too much in steers, but to go for the alternative. So the new opportunity cost would be $1,110 plus a certain fee. Let's call it F. This will be the opportunity cost that we are going to compare. Now, we said that we want to make it attractive enough for these residents to invest in 2 steers. So the price that they will get from selling 2 steers must be better than the opportunity cost. So this relationship must be this expression, better said, must be less than the price of the steer when there are 2 steers on the market. Now, this also must make it unattractive. It must make it unattractive to invest in the 3rd steer, because that is not socially optimal. So that opportunity cost has to be greater than the price of putting 3 steers on the field. So this must be greater than putting 3 steers on the field. Hope this makes sense, because again, if the steers are not profitable enough, we are going to go for the alternative. So what are the prices? The price of putting 3 steers on the market on the field would be $1,150. $1,150. This must be less than the opportunity cost of $1,110 plus F, and this also must be less than the price of putting 2 steers on the field, which is going to be $1,175. Now, with this in mind, we just have to work out the math. Let's see how we're going to do it. Well, we're going to take the 1,110 to every side. So 1,150 minus 1,110, that's going to be equal to 40. That must be less than the fee. So that must be less than the fee. And the fee must also be less than 1,175 minus 1,110. And that's going to be equal to 65. Let me change colors real quick. Oh yeah, I changed it already. So that must be less than 65. So the fee that the residents must be charged must be between 40 and 65, meaning minimum, it must be minimum $41 and at most $64. Hope this makes sense. So once again, with this fee, we make it attractive enough for them to invest in 2 steers, but unattractive to invest in the 3rd steer. So that will lead to the social optimal, even though they make the decision independently. And we are done.